What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of I Said What I Said, Le Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Kamsz, at Kamsz, KAMSZZ, on Instagram and Twitter, as well as Sparked by Simone on YouTube. And to the right of me is
Don't start it again. YouTube. I am your other host, TJ, aka Big Reddington on Twitter and High Dopenition on Instagram. You guys know I will spell it for you at the end of the episode. At the end of the episode.
right. So we're back with another one. How you feeling?
Honestly, or for the sake
Shouldn't have
of
start with that.
honestly, or for the sake of the listeners.
Honestly,
If it's
this is why.
All right.
The Vokes is in the
Now that we
building.
got the Voke in me. Now that we got that out the way. No, I'm doing all right. I have a little bit of a headache. Which you already knew, which is why I'm tight that you asked me how I'm doing.
I feel like
I'm
it's
sitting
common
over here
quarter.
halfway dying, to be
Said
honest.
half
But
past dead.
I'm gonna power through. Like
Like you
you don't
usually
even
do.
know, right? Like you wouldn't even know the difference. How are
Regular
you?
shit. I feel like we also discussed how. Nah, I'm doing all right as well. We're here,
Will you power through this episode
of
as well?
course. You know, I owe it to the listeners, the viewers,
And
and my
myself.
co-host. Nigga said and myself. What if I didn't say you?
I would have been I would have been super sick, like
And myself,
alrighty.
yeah, I guess you too.
Alrighty. I said I guess.
Word. So I'm gonna let TJ bring us into what we're
Nigga
gonna
got
get
a
into
whole
today.
new co-host. Like didn't even tell me y'all be
Oh, my fault.
recording on an off week.
You didn't get my email?
TJ. Ja.
Ja, ja, ja.
Ja.
Teh.
Tehe. So
Right.
today, well, let's backtrack a little bit. Last time you guys were rocking out with us, we were talking about that Twitter hashtag Scopatu. I'm gonna stop right there. Right, finish it. Thank you. We were talking about that, not hashtag, but the trend that was happening on Twitter during that time. So today, coincidentally, and it wasn't intentional, we are talking about something else that
Popped up
slid
on the
across
timeline.
Twitter.
Right.
And I think I saw it this morning. There was a hashtag this time, and the hashtag was signs you're about to get fired.
Sidebar, if you haven't checked out the last episode, make sure you do so.
True.
Some good gems in there.
Some Twitter things in there, some
Right.
Scopatus in there.
For sure.
We always got gems
The
though.
gems.
We always drop gems in our episodes.
Can
Even
I just
on the shenanigan episodes, we drop gems.
Can I just say that Twitter is wild? Because I opened to see what was trending right now, and
Mhm.
why women kill is
See?
number one trend. I guess it's some kind of show or something. No free promo, but
I think it is.
that's number one.
I think it is.
Why women kill. That's a little wild.
Now, what's crazier is that if you've never seen that show or not familiar with it, and you're
Yeah.
checking out your trending topics, you're like, bro, why is this even trending right now? Like,
That's what I just thought.
What's
And then I
happening?
saw that it was a show. I was like, oh, because I don't. I don't.
she like, I can't. Listen, that could be a whole nother.
Nah.
That could be a series 3 of the Twitter hashtag episodes.
Why women kill?
Hashtag why women kill, not the show itself. Like real reasons.
Real. I
why
can't
women
speak
be
on
out
why
here
women
killing.
be wild out here in these streets.
I can't either.
Nah, you be
But I
watching
can make some
Snap, so you
guesses.
probably
I can-
you probably do know why women
I do
kill.
watch Snap.
You
I love Snap.
TJ is the insider on why women kill.
I'm not the inside, but I can say that I have seen enough episodes to know
Why women kill?
not why, because there's no like legitimate reason why you should, but it'd be some crazy
Shit.
situations where women just
Be killing?
they quote unquote snap and then they turn up in jail or in prison rather because they be doing some time. Not everybody is guilty though, but for the ones that are convicted, they end up in prison doing crazy sentences for wild situations. But that's
neither here nor there.
That's neither here nor there. That's another episode.
We're not speaking about why women kill.
Right. If you guys are not familiar with Snapped, or if you've never watched an episode,
tune into TJ's Head Wrap Chronicles so she could tell you all of the reasons why
it's too hot to wear a fucking head wrap.
I've been missing out.
I put that one on pause real quick.
Right. What happened to the head wrap?
It's too hot to wear a head wrap these days. It's like, what, 90 degrees these days? With some rain. Is it 90
degrees? Like, that shit felt like a cool 1,000.
Well, like, okay. I thought you was about to say it's been cool. I'm like, oh, it's definitely been hot.
My face has been melting. And I don't even wear makeup.
It's definitely been hot. But I think it's been getting cooler. Yeah, it's been like soggy too.
And you felt that sun hit your neck? I missed my hair this week.
I'm done.
Cause I was like, yo, the sun never hit me right there. That shit was burning.
Never felt the heat right here before. Never. If it wasn't from the straightener, if it wasn't from the curling iron.
Fucking blow dryer, but that sun hit different when you bald.
You're stupid. Okay.
But yeah, let's get into it.
But yeah, we're gonna jump into today's topic. We're actually talking about like it's like a part A, part B situation, I guess. So today we're actually going to discuss hashtag signs you're about to get fired. Mm-hmm. And then part B is hashtag signs you're fed up with your job and or about to quit.
Yes, you know my favorite part.
Cam's already got some shit. Ready.
I've never been fired.
She already got some shit to say.
I've never been fired. But I've seen people get fired, so
it's rough.
It is. It's fucked up.
It's a little rough. I've actually recommended somebody get fired before, so
shit.
I played that role at some point. I was like, oh no, this is not working. It's time for this person to go.
Was it hard for you to play that role? Or was it because it was legitimate, so it wasn't hard?
Oh, I didn't deliver the news.
Okay.
I made the recommendation.
Would you be comfortable delivering the news? Like she got a wife and 3 kids, huh?
I think it depends on the reason.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not here to like ruin anybody's life or make anybody's life difficult. But I think if it were a situation where it's like, oh, you just in here doing whatever you want,
you gotta
it's easier for me to not feel as bad about it because you haven't been doing what you're supposed to be doing. So
I could feel it. I could dig it.
So I got some reasons. Hashtag signs you're about to get fired.
For sure.
And I figured the way we would do this is we could jump back and forth, reason for reason.
You want to ping pong?
Yeah, let's ping pong it.
Just to piggyback off TJ?
Please.
I hate niggas.
Please. She said, I hate niggas. First of all, that was all one sentence. Just to piggyback off TJ, I hate niggas. Like,
let me get out of my
your bag
because I just felt that.
You about to turn up.
You know how many classes we done been in? Just to piggyback. You don't need a piggyback. Like, be your own.
First of all, let me get my credit alone.
Right.
For my contribution.
Is it piggybacking if you're literally saying what I just finished saying?
It's not piggybacking.
Okay.
It's called repetition.
Riding my coattails to the top.
What it's called. It's piggyback is like up here. The coattails is like down there. So
this is a side note and random, but when me and TJ was in school, we'd be walking and niggas used to be walking. I hate when people don't understand personal space. And so, like, people would be, like, walking, like, if I stop, you're going to walk into me.
She said when we used to be in school, like, niggas don't do that now.
They still do that now, but you used to be
regular
used to be basis. Like, yo, Kamalia, why is she on my coattail?
Why is she on my shoulder blade? Mind you, I had on t-shirt and shorts.
Why is she on my shoulder blade? And then we started, like, just doing shit, like, stopping short to see what's going to happen. Why you on my
scapula? Like... Right.
If I stop short and you walk into me, you walking too close.
It was listen, I feel like I've been saying this on different episodes a lot, but it really be the white people.
I knew you was gonna say it.
You
actually being here, it's actually not my experience. Well, yeah, I don't want to like make this a
A
race
black-white thing?
That it's not for me. I feel like there's a certain culture that doesn't understand like personal space.
What Kamsz is trying to say
I'm not gonna say it though because I don't want it to make it
be the white people.
Nah, that's not the culture I was talking
You
about.
never saw Stevie on nobody's back.
Nah, don't be the black people.
You
It'd be other.
You never
other
saw Justin on nobody back.
Justin.
You never saw Shannon. You never saw Jasmine.
Niggas name in real life.
You
people.
never saw Wallace on nobody back.
Word. Shout out.
You
to
never
all
saw
of them.
Tina on nobody back. You never saw Jeff on nobody back.
Giving
like,
people space,
bro.
Yes.
Please.
Please.
Shout out to all of y'all though for not being on people's backs when we was in school.
Oh my coattail.
When we was in school.
Yeah, back to that was a long sidebar.
That was a super long sidebar. I'm sorry. So we're gonna get into the topic for today. For those of you who might be tuning in at this very second right now, welcome. Welcome. And we're gonna jump into hashtag signs you're about to get fired. So number 1 on my list. This is a real life thing.
This happened to you?
Simple. No, I've never gotten fired before. Your hours get cut. Like that's a sign. I feel like that's a big sign you're about to get fired. Like you used to be 30 hours a week,
40 overtime,
close to 40 hours a week, and now you look up your schedule online, and that shit is 3 to 6 Monday through Wednesday.
Yes,
I feel like that's a big sign.
Yes,
that it might be a wrap for you. Now, I think normally in that situation, a person would be upset, like, my hours got cut crazy, but not necessarily thinking about like the bigger picture. Like your supervisor might be planning to let you go, right? Planning to let you go. So for those of you who just got your hours cut,
this is a message for you. You got to start looking for a job.
You should probably start.
Hit up Indeed.
Yeah, looking into the job fairs. Mm-hmm. I know TJ Maxx got one coming up. Just start checking those things out so that you're prepared before this happens.
So when y'all see me at y'all local TJ Maxx,
please stop.
Shorty got me. hashtag Shorty got me.
Another hashtag Shorty got me. Hours is cut. You're stupid. So hours cut is definitely a big one. I feel like that's like the biggest one. Insignificantly, not like you went from 30 to 28.
Yeah.
Like 30 to 9. Mm-hmm. Or you working Monday through Friday, an hour each day. Like you probably
if you calling me to come into
boot.
work 1 hour,
you gonna go
lose
or
my
no?
number, bro. Nah, I need a new job.
You telling your supervisor that? Lose my number, bro.
My number, bro. Like, don't disrespect me.
Yeah, Kamalia, we need you today from 4:05 to 5:05.
Don't disrespect me like that ever again.
Just for a little coverage, little light coverage.
That's super late.
Little super
First
light
of all, it's
coverage.
gonna take me 1 hour and 5 minutes to get there. Like the fuck. Don't disrespect me like that. I think that's what I was saying on the phone. Don't disrespect me.
What if your commute was 2 hours? Would you go?
No.
Would you go in for an hour?
Nigga, no.
I feel like you shouldn't go into work if your commute is longer than your shift.
I've done that before, but like the pay is worth me going for the session. That's how I balance it out. Because first I was like, yo, it's about to take me like
7 hours.
45 minutes to get there, and the session is only 30 minutes. But then I thought about it, like, all right.
This 30 minutes about to be lit.
Yeah, I'm going to do this quick 30 minutes and take my commute.
Yeah, but that's light. Like 45 minutes, not too bad. I'm not traveling 2 hours.
I don't think as a rule of thumb,
2 hours.
Yeah, as a rule of thumb, I don't feel like your commute should be longer than the time you're going to be at work. That's crazy. First of all, you don't even got a lunch break. Like, why are you commuting that long?
You don't know people's situations. They might
I'm
really
telling
need
you,
the
there's
money
other
for
jobs out there for you.
There's other options.
There's other
options.
Right. All those fail sell drugs, but no. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just
She tried to slip that one in there. That was another like one sentence.
Yeah, I don't know.
TJ does not support or condone.
Nah, I don't do that. But I'm just saying.
Selling
You gotta, when you take a job, you gotta weigh the pros and the cons. Like, how is this benefiting me?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm about to get paid, but I'm gonna spend my whole paycheck getting there. It's not benefiting you.
True.
You gotta take 6 express buses, the ferry, and a plane.
That's true.
To get there, it don't make sense.
That's true. If you make minimum wage, like $15 an hour.
I was in a situation like that before.
And you work in Jersey, where a round trip ticket is
$10.
Is $9.50 to $9.75.
But you spending $10 every day.
And then you got the MTA for $5.50. That's dead 15 cash. Like
I was working in the Bronx and I was living in Queens, and that commute, public transportation is ridiculous. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna drive. I was driving at that time, but then I was just like, yo, I'm paying this $15 toll every day. Yeah, I got an easy pass, so let's say $6. But still, the toll versus like the pay that you're making, I was like, yo, I'm about to be on this public transportation.
Plus the commute.
Well, the commute was short with
shorter
the toll,
because you're driving.
But then I was like, nah, I'm about to be on this bus for however long it takes, because these tolls, the tolls was wilding.
The tolls
you're
was
paying
wilding.
like $12 a day to go back and forth. And for me, that commute was like 30 minutes.
You got a carpool. You gotta put a couple of them sex dolls in your passenger in your back seat
and ride out
and be like, yo, I got 3 with me.
Got 3 in Impossible.
Got 3. Nigga, we not playing spades. That's the second time you did that shit.
That's my shit.
Got 3 in Impossible back here.
I'm having 1 in Impossible. You heard?
This is Jenny. She's real. She real to me.
Kid, tell me how I feel.
Right. Now you holding up the whole line because you want to go back and forth about Jenny and the passenger. Do I tell you who
behind closed doors?
Yo, chill. I'm sorry.
Close your ears, Jenny.
I'm sorry. And your mouth. And your mouth.
Yo. To go off.
Let me not.
What you're saying.
To piggyback off.
If you get sent home early, I feel like
that was a good one. I didn't have that one.
People don't catch the signs. Like, I knew a girl.
Didn't have that one.
I was working with her, and she kept coming to work late. And niggas kept, like, when your supervisor gives you leeway or is just like chill, I feel like the best thing to do is to be chill. Like, don't take advantage of the fact that your
supervisor's chill.
Yeah, and they not bitching or they not micromanaging you.
Right.
It's like, yo, I'm giving you this grace period. Everybody got this grace period, but
the same grace period.
You got to be on time. Now, if you consistently late, where I get to the point where I'm like, yo, you got to go home. I'm sending you home early because you was just wilding out. Don't show up late again the next day, because you're going to get fired.
You got to learn from your mistakes, though. Like, you can't be...
I think to an extent, if you consistently show up late, it says something about your work ethic.
Of course.
So, yeah.
But...
Don't show up... Don't get sent home early. Because if you get in trouble when you get sent home early, chances are, like, niggas they at the point where they're, like, fed. So, like, if you do one more thing, it's like, all right.
But then even from your own personal standpoint, you show up to work late, you get sent home. There's no point in commuting late the next day, because chances are you're probably going to get sent home. So you just paying or wasting time to get to work, to not work. I would expect that you learn, if you care enough, learn from that first. Like, oh, she not playing. Like, if I come late, she going to send me home and I need this bread. Let me make sure I'm on time moving forward.
I don't feel like she ever really, like, that registered for her in that particular case.
Clearly, which is crazy. I think in that situation, it sounds like she just didn't give a fuck.
I feel like all the things that these jobs be asking you, the least you can do is be on time. Like, you could give me 700 cases, I could be on time. Like, you're going to do all this extra shit anyway.
It's bare minimum to not waste.
At least meet the grace period.
Somebody's time.
You know those people that be late and don't, like you late, you supposed to be quiet. Like, just be late, be quiet, go in your office.
Niggas say you're supposed to be quiet. Don't make don't say good morning when you come in. Don't bring any attention to yourself.
You got your whole spread on your desk. Oh, what we
draw
talking
any
about?
attention
Can you
to
go
yourself.
over that? Nah, we've been sitting here for an hour. We're not moving the slides back, buddy.
Bro,
Everyone knows that person that comes in late and is not like quiet. You gonna come in late and you're gonna walk past
And
everybody
loud.
in the row, head to the back, move the desk a certain way,
mad
unravel your
attention,
bagel.
which means you don't
You don't give a fuck.
unravel your bagel. First of all, if you stop for breakfast and if you come in
I've
with
done that before.
breakfast and you late,
I've done that before. Not to a meeting, but like if I'm going to work and
You're
I'm already
disrespectful.
late, like it don't make sense to be hungry and late. Like you never done that before?
first of all,
Tell me y'all never done that before? Oh yeah.
oh my, like,
Of
do
course.
it every day. I do that shit. Did that shit today. Like,
If you already when I say late, I mean like past the like 5-10 minute grace period. If you like, damn, I'm late, like getting your bagel or your bacon, egg, and cheese is not gonna make you significantly more late. Now, if you sit down and have breakfast and shit, now you wilding. Yeah. How I'm gonna be productive?
Don't do that.
if I don't eat. I feel
it's
it.
the most important meal of the day.
Yeah,
Don't be that guy.
I'm gonna be productive if I don't eat.
Here's my thing. And I'm thinking like as a supervisor on the flip side, if I'm trying to run a business and my employee is late
And you come with
and
breakfast,
you walk in with breakfast,
I'm gonna bring you something too.
it means that your priority was not to get here on time.
Nah, it means that I was
That's what it looks
already
like.
late.
That's what it looks like. It means
I can see
that
that.
you had time to
get
stop and
breakfast.
get breakfast, but you didn't have the time to try to put some effort into getting here when you're supposed to be
but
here.
it's all about perspective. Like if I'm supposed to be at work at 9 and it's 9:15, I'm late. Late is late. You ain't gonna write me up for 9:15 versus 9:16. So it's like, yo, if I stop an extra
Let's
5
be
minutes,
clear. You stopping for breakfast is not taking 60 seconds. And that goes with anybody in the morning.
Another 5-10 minutes is like I'm already past the grace period. Like fuck it. If I'm gonna get written up, I'm gonna get written up and be full. Like
and be full.
I've definitely done it before, but I can understand like from the other.
I'm gonna
point of view.
piggyback off of what you said about
Getting sent home early.
No, but that like being tardy.
Yeah.
If
That goes on the flip side too.
well, yeah, but I mean like signs you're about to get fired. Like if your supervisor starts or stops asking you follow-up questions, that means you getting clipped soon.
I think a lot of these apply to like just life in general. Like,
if your
what was the first thing you said? If your hours are cut,
if your hours
in life
are cut,
in general, if niggas start cutting your hours, like I'm not talking to you as much as I usually talk to you, I feel like you about to get fired in real life too. And then if you once you
real life,
you stop asking certain follow-up questions, that's essentially like you don't care. Like I no longer care why you're late. Like it's all right.
Right, essentially. So it could be a situation where you walk in with your breakfast, your bagel, sit down, unravel your bagel. Excuse me, Kamsz, why are you late? Oh, I had to drop my brother off at the school.
Okay. Don't ever give me that face. That face is like, all right.
All right. That means you got to write up in her head.
Mm-hmm. And the next time you do something that's over,
that's like strike 2 probably at that point.
Skating on thin ice.
You skating on thin ice. And it's a whole portfolio in the back, right in a manila folder, with just a case against you for when it's really time to let you go. So that is no like, oh, she fired me and I didn't even do nothing.
That
like,
older documentation.
Right. So if you're out there,
this is you.
Wildin'.
Take this as your sign. Your message.
And your supervisor, and you notice that your supervisor stopped asking you follow-up questions. Excuse me, Kamsz, why is this on your desk? This was supposed to be filed a week ago. Oh, it was just here because. All right.
All right is wild disrespectful. Like, all right.
That means there's a case against you.
Problem. Cool.
That means there's a case against you.
Copy. Yo, if your supervisor says copy, you fired.
You get clipped the end of that week. Like
the end of the day.
That's it.
Copy.
It's definitely a clip coming soon though. So
if you
got to be on the lookout. Keep your eyes peeled. Be on your toes.
Another good one is if you get called into a meeting that nobody else got called in. And y'all all do the same thing. So, like, if we all stalk the floor, like, we're going to have a meeting at 3:00. And I'm like, oh, yo, you ready for that meeting? And
what
everybody
meeting?
Looking at you like, what meeting?
Oh, nah.
It's over. It's over.
Excuse me, Kamsz, can I talk to you over here for a second? In the boardroom? Can we step over here?
Niggas ain't never been in the boardroom.
Right. Since you started.
Now I'm in the boardroom with just one person.
You're getting clipped.
Mad empty chairs, you getting clipped.
You're getting clipped. First of all, if she sit across from you,
getting clipped.
You getting You getting clipped.
Yo, and to piggyback off my own shit, if you come in...
To piggyback off my own shit.
Like, fresh off the... Like, you just walked in. Maybe you was on time. Maybe you wasn't. And it's like, hey, I just need to see you for a quick second. It's over. She don't even take your coat off.
In yet?
Don't even take your coat off. Don't even... She just wants to see you right now. It's over.
Bro, if you get called in December...
With your coat on.
And you get off the elevator and your supervisor like, excuse me, can I talk to you for a second? You ain't even make it to your desk.
Yeah, because you know,
ain't take the hood off.
Your do-rag still on.
It's
over.
A dub.
Because usually like, oh, when you settle in, come and see me. If she don't tell you to settle in, you ain't settling in.
Yeah, you getting
your
sent
time
home.
Is up.
You getting sent home permanently. It's a real clip. It's a loaded clip.
What you got? I got another.
See,
one.
I hate to make this about a black-white thing.
Now, you like to play that role on this podcast.
Listen, it's something to think about. That's why. So this applies to like black people. If your supervisor starts to give you attitude, you getting clipped.
What if your supervisor always got an attitude?
If your supervisor starts to be nice to you, you getting clipped. Because I feel like with white people, there's more of that concern that they're going to come back and shoot up the office.
TJ's views are not the views of I Said What I Said, the podcast, nor is it the views of Kamsz. Just to clarify.
Disclaimer.
Or OS Production underscore. Nah, I seen this movie. Not I.
Oh my life.
He's like, yes, me too.
Thank you for mentioning that.
She out here, she about to get clipped. She out here wilding.
I'm so serious.
Like, yo, we only need you to record for 15 minutes.
Listen, I'm so serious. It's like a precautionary measure for white people.
She gonna keep going.
But I feel like with black people, supervisors tend to lose their level of professionalism after a certain point.
If they're professional to begin with.
This is true.
Let's keep it real.
This is true. I feel like for the most part, if you're professional, you sort of maintain that level of professionalism. But I find that sometimes, at least in my observations, because I've never been fired, but when you're black, you tend to catch a certain like attitude or like level of aggression because I think sometimes they feel like they have to meet the level that they think you're already at, which is crazy, but I've witnessed it before. I'll say that I've witnessed it before. So I feel like, again, not to bring it to the black white thing, late. But
die on that hill.
Getting clipped on that hill?
Yes.
Not to bring it to a black white thing, but I do find I do feel like that happens.
All right.
For real. So if you're white at your job,
my God.
If not, well, you would be white permanently. Like not
if
just
you're
at your
white
job.
at your job. Only at your job.
If you are a white person and you notice that your supervisor starts to be nice to you or is being like super nice, like, yeah, Jimmy, don't worry about it.
It's no problem.
It's no problem. Be wary.
All right.
All right, I'm done with the black-white thing. Not judging anybody.
I got one.
You about to OD?
If people like your coworkers start like trying to help you out with your job or like put you on to shit, you probably about to get fired. Like they like, yo, you need help with that on your desk? They gonna
ain't
help
nothing
you.
On your desk.
Nah, they trying to help
Meanwhile, ain't
you.
nothing on your desk.
Or like, yo, be careful because such and such is here. Like right. The people that are giving you heads up, people start giving you heads up, or like if you falling behind in your work and people are assisting you, you might be near the end.
I could see that. And it's crazy because in that situation, they know it before you know it.
I feel like sometimes that happens.
Of course, depending on the work
level of
environment.
professionalism.
Yeah, for sure, depending on the work environment. You might have that situation where your direct like staff, like team member, knows the shit that's going on with you from your supervisor. Like that. That's like, a little crazy.
It could be a situation like, let's say you're always late, and while you're late, the last time your supervisor is just like in the office, like, all right, he gonna keep playing. Right, next time he's late. So your coworker's like, yo, if you're gonna be late, don't be late tomorrow.
At least I appreciate that coworker though.
I'm the coworker. Like I'm gonna hold it down. I'm not trying to see nobody getting fired.
Yeah, I appreciate that coworker, but.
Or I'm also the coworker. Like if you were gone for like 2 hours, like yeah, she just went to the bathroom. She was here the whole time. I'm that person. As long as it doesn't affect my work, I'm gonna hold it down.
As long as it doesn't affect my work.
Yeah, because now if I gotta do your work because you're out somewhere wilding, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But if you just minding your business and we do separate things, hold it down. What time did Kamali come in today? I don't know. I didn't even see the time when she came in. I'm not gonna. Don't ever ask me to snitch.
Meanwhile,
on my
Kamalia at the bagel shop and it's 9:30. She was supposed to be here an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm
not. She in the bathroom
for sure
with a bagel.
Listen, I seen
she was in the bathroom with a bagel.
Yeah, I had to pee.
Nah, it's just a level of unsanitary.
You gotta stick with the lie. Die with the lie.
I guess.
Out the lie.
Yeah, so just told me he was in the bathroom. Meanwhile, it's a whole 3-course
rainbow bagel on your face.
Right. Like, oh yeah, and a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's the hours late meal. A cup of coffee and a bagel and cream cheese. Yeah.
Nigga almost like, yeah.
That's the hours late.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
He like, I resonate. That resonated.
Yeah, because you have a little bit of concern. You're like, damn, I can't get the bacon, egg, and cheese. That's going to take too long. So let me just grab the bagel and cream cheese. Yeah. That's it.
But them lines be mad long.
Dunkin' Donuts do be wildin'.
And niggas always want to stand in front of the sugar packets and all of that stuff. Like, bro, we trying to get our stuff and go. Get on a move. Like, why you standing right here?
Yo, nothing's more frustrating like when you're in a rush and people are not. It's not like they know you know, you got somewhere to go, but like today I'm walking, you know how New York be. It's like, I'm like, yo, if you don't move your ass to the side.
Right. First of all, if you live in New York, I need you to be in a rush, even if you don't got nowhere to go. Like
keep it
I need
moving.
you just to run, even if you have no destination. Like just get out.
Get with the flow of traffic.
Right. Just
like
get out the way.
Moving.
Just get out the way. That's it.
You got more for
I got one more for
go ahead.
Hashtag signs you're about to get fired.
Signs you're about to get fired.
If your soup, as in supervisor, if your soup has you train somebody new to do the same shit that you do,
already do,
you getting clipped.
That's disrespectful.
Like, yo, can you come show so-and-so how to access these files? I would give you to the end of the month. You should start
looking for a job.
You should start planning your life accordingly. Because no business adds a team member to the team members they already have for business/financial purposes. You don't want to pay an extra person. So if we got a team of 4, it's going to stay a team of 4. If you see a 5th nigga come up in there, that means one of y'all is leaving. One of y'all is getting clipped. And I hope it's not you. Well, you better hope it's not you. So Just be on the lookout for that as well. If your soup has you train somebody new,
it's over.
Clip.
I'm not training anybody.
Like, no, no.
Like, nah, I don't even know how to do that. I don't
even know how to.
I don't even really know how to.
Or you tell them the wrong shit. Yeah, these files
so
go in the recycling bin. Yeah, just. She about to train somebody else new.
Get
like,
clipped.
Nah, just put these files in this folder. Yeah, it don't even matter. Like, sometimes you could pick whichever one you want to do it on.
I don't even be filing like that. That's crazy. Like, you just gotta be wild.
I don't even be filing like that.
Filing like that. Most of that I shred. What?
Yo, you stupid. You ruthless. Nah, I be shredding that. Yeah. You sure it says shred that. Important?
Nah, everything says important.
Says urgent.
You gotta decipher the urgency.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, don't work in no establishment, no business, no corp with Kamsz. She about to be telling y'all niggas the wrong shit. I'm a team player, but you telling niggas to shred important documents.
Saving time, boosting your productivity.
I guess.
You heard? All right, here's my final one. If your supervisor becomes more on your ass than they already were or previously were. So now, like, if every little thing you do, they on you, it might be time.
That's interesting.
Like, you get up from your desk. Where's such and such? You breathe. Where's such and such?
You breathe?
I'm supposed to be there at 9 and you calling me at 9:01. Where's such and such? Like, I feel like they're trying to catch you in something so that they can add to the file that they already have. So once your supervisor's on your ass, like white on rice, and they're not usually, it's over.
I didn't even think of that. I mean, I thought about the opposite, right?
I've seen it happen. Like, the person didn't get fired, but I feel like that's the goal. Like, I'm just trying to catch you slipping so that I could get you out. But you got to be smarter than that.
See, I was thinking along the lines of, like, the step back. Like, the not following up. Stop not asking follow-up questions.
If I don't ask you follow-up questions about important stuff.
Yeah, if I'm stepping away regarding certain
it don't
shit,
even matter because you ain't going to be there.
I didn't even think of that. Because I'm like, if that were me... If I'm about to let somebody go, I'm not going to be on your ass. Like, this is no point. But if you're trying to build a case...
You're trying to catch somebody. You don't really got a case, but you're trying to catch somebody. People do that. I see that. It's crazy. Like, instead of, like, helping an employee or trying to help an employee, in some cases, I feel like people be trying to build a case. Like, I'm just going to get them out.
Which is trash.
It's trash. Now, if this is the person that's, like, just don't have any regards for their job, then you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
But... some people gotta learn how to fit into this culture or whatever kind of corporation or work you're doing.
It also, as a supervisor, you have to think about if you've done everything that you could do to try to develop the employee. Now, if you did that, if they underwent trainings and all of these things,
they never do.
And then they still doing whatever they want to do, then that's different. But
true.
Yeah, so y'all be easy out here. Like,
don't be getting fired. Summer about to end.
Don't be getting fired. The summer about to end. You want to make sure you indoors because it's about to get brick. So you probably want to keep some source of consistent income.
Sure.
Those are pretty good. That's crazy. That's crazy. But those are really things. Like those are really things that y'all should look out for. And I think that's, like, I mentioned this to you earlier, like, consistent across the board for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, any place, freaking Dunkin'.
And Wall Street. Like
Dunkin' and Wall Street. Like, just keep an eye out for those things. But I would say backtrack a little bit. Like, just do your job so that you don't even have to.
For sure. But sometimes,
hopefully not
sometimes
be in that situation.
You be in situations where it's like you're doing your job, but for whatever reason...
Like whoever's in charge, then
you can do is do your job. And if that's the case that you get fired off for that shit, then it's like your time there has expired and like you're moving on to hopefully something better. Like, this just wasn't a place for you at this time.
Which may lead us into our part B of hashtag signs that you're fed up with your job or you about to dip. You're not about to get clipped. You about to
get
dip.
The fuck up out of here.
Catch the clip or catch the dip?
catch the dip.
You would catch the dip.
I said what I said about catching the clip or the dip. Pause.
The chips, right? It was that was a lot for me just now.
Said that was a lot for me.
So, signs that you're fed up with your job, or you about to get the fuck up out of there.
You stop caring about things as much as you used to, like in the beginning. Like, I don't know, for simple things like, all right, let's say we have excessive meetings, and usually I'm like, oh, another fucking meeting. I'm like, oh, fuck it, we're gonna sit in this meeting. I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking notes. I'm not writing anything. Like, you just stop caring about certain
twiddling
things.
Your thumbs in the middle.
Yeah, like I could sit in this meeting and not have to take notes, or for me personally, like not engaging in the meeting. Like I don't have any input because I don't plan to be here to see this input. I've been in that spot before.
Shit.
Like it don't even matter. So,
which is fair. I'm not about to be out here like, oh, I
giving
think
you
this
the
would be
best
a
of
good
me,
idea
right.
to help the business and the company and the team.
And you about to get out.
And you about to put your 2 weeks notice in. Like, it's time to go.
If you put a notice.
If you put a notice. If you contemplate giving notice, you're probably fed up with your job. And that wasn't even on my list. But the fact that you just said, if you give a notice, sometimes like out of respect for the person or the company, or just like,
I think it's usually respect for your supervisor, your direct supervisor.
Right.
Because a lot of the times it's, you don't have an issue with your supervisor. It's probably like what's going on with the organization or the company as a whole. So it's like, all right, I'm doing this to give you the courtesy of like, yo, you're going to need to find somebody, more so than like, I give a fuck if they find somebody or not.
Right.
You know?
Or you might like not have that best relationship, sort of ending your journey. But you still put your 2 weeks notice because you're like, this could leave the door open if I ever need a reference or something. Right. Depending on the role that you played while you were working there. But
I would say always give a notice. Even if you didn't care for the place, I'd just make a shorter notice. Like,
right.
Like, thank you, I learned, I growed, and I'm out. Right. I growed.
Yeah, some people, they like to offer their assistance.
No, I never have written that
2 weeks notice.
I would be happy to train. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I could train you while I'm still here within that 2 weeks or whatever the case.
They don't pay me to train people. That's not in my position.
Well, it depends on what you do.
True.
But
this person's gonna have to learn just like I had to learn with the lack of training. That's how I feel.
Kamsz is all about teamwork. She's all about the
if we're
growth,
all
but
working
then she's
together.
Also
not with the shits. I'm not with the shits.
Every man for himself sort of situation here.
If we're all working together and you're like, yo, Kamsz, how do we do this? I got you. However, if I'm on my way out and you're like, oh, I want to make sure the staff is trained. You didn't keep that same energy when I got here. You ain't trained me.
Favorite phrase.
So no, you're gonna have to train this person
energy.
Or send this person to training, but you won't be using me to do that.
It's fair.
I think so. I try to be.
It's fair. I think it reflects how you feel about your job. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
really over that shit. Like,
yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah,
of course,
really
if the person asks me, like, hey, I'm not gonna be like, nah, I ain't about to help you. But like for like management or somebody to specifically try to make that a part of my day, like, oh, since you're leaving, nah.
Yeah, no. Like in those types of situations, if the person has questions,
yeah, that's different.
I'll answer like quick questions, like, oh, how do you? Oh, I usually do this. Yeah. But I'm not sitting down for my last 2 weeks to go through
for
a
8
whole
hours telling you how to do my job.
Right. That me personally,
when I had to wing it for the first 3 months.
When I had to wing it, but then I think it depends. I think I might do that for the last 2 weeks if I was leaving on good terms. Like,
yeah, it
if
depends.
I feel like I'm moving on and I found something new, and somebody else is coming in, yeah, my last 2 weeks I'll train you. No big deal. But once that 14th day comes,
skirt,
right? That's it. So I think I might though. But Kamsz clearly wouldn't.
No, I mean, if the person directly asked me, I wouldn't say no. But as far as like me dedicating 8 hours every day for the next 2 weeks. No.
And a lunch
Then
break.
we have a training department.
Oh, hey, Kamsz, is anybody sitting here?
Yes. You don't see? What was you calling her? The doll in the car?
Oh.
In the car that I was commuting with. Over your head. Earlier in this podcast.
I'm super...
Earlier in this podcast, I was commuting with 3 dolls.
I was...
Now you can't remember.
Her name was Jenny.
Yeah. Nah, Jenny's sitting here.
Bro, I'm sitting here like, you drove over here? Like, you drove to the podcast
Signs
today?
are getting
like,
clipped when you can't keep up with the jokes.
Signs you getting clipped from your podcast. Like,
you
can't keep up with the jokes.
Yeah.
Yo, I was really here like, what girl was in
looking
the whip?
at me like a damn headlights? Like,
yo,
what?
like, what girl you had in your whip?
I didn't have no girls in my whip. I don't even have a whip.
Like, yo,
what
you
are you
drove
talking
over
about?
Here? What girl in the car? Yo,
there's no car.
My eyes hurt. That was a lot for me.
It's your turn.
So we talked about your hours getting cut when you're about to get fired.
You cutting your own.
When you cut your own hours.
Oh yes,
that is a sign that you are fed the fuck up with your job, and you might be making a smooth departure very soon. If you're supposed to be here 8 to 4, and you like, oh, I can't even make it till 12, or I got something to do in the mornings now. I could be here as early as noon. You don't give a fuck.
And you probably started your new job already.
You started your new job already. The training process.
It's right. You doing your onboarding.
The training process.
Somewhere else.
And your 2 weeks notice is about to get put in with this new job. You're just trying to scrape up the last bit of funds that you can.
As soon as your drug test comes back.
Yep.
You out.
Yep. And that's it. So for those of y'all who be cutting y'all own hours...
And to add
I know
to
what
that,
you up to.
Like if you usually stay after and try to do extra, when you got your mind on the door, you like, oh no, I'm leaving at exactly 4 o'clock.
Yep.
I'm starting at exactly 8. Don't ask me anything.
Bro, when you start packing up at 3:45,
yes.
Technically it's 15 minutes left of your work shift.
Nah.
And most people that I know start to pack up 5 minutes before. It don't take that long to get your shit together.
Listen, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna turn off my computer.
You walk in a Jimmy desk over here, like, yo.
We wrapping up. We have to have the end of the day debrief. I'm doing all of that with the last 15 minutes of the day.
Bro. If you came into work with one briefcase and you start packing up at 3:45 and you're supposed to leave at 4, you fed the fuck up. Like, it's nothing that you need to put in this briefcase.
It don't even
except your computer. It don't take 15 minutes to pack up your computer.
I never really had to pack up stuff to go with me, but I've definitely like, all right, I'm shutting my computer down, and yeah, I'm going to go talk to my friend at their desk.
And 60 seconds went by.
Yeah,
which means you could start packing up at 4:58
and be out,
and that's it.
I feel like you hit a certain point in the day where it's like, all right, I don't want to start anything new because I'm not gonna finish it by 5 o'clock. So it's like, yeah, I'm good right here. I'm comfortable with this time.
If you pushing for the elevator at 4:59,
no, you have to make sure that it says 5 on the dot, because then you missed your 1 minute, and then somebody could say something to you. So it gotta say 5 on the dot.
The fuck up, like, which means you packed up early and you made it all the way through the office to the elevator, and it still ain't 5 o'clock yet.
I must have been fed.
That means you're trying to be out.
Because I definitely.
That means you're trying to be out.
I've seen people have their do-rags on at 4. When you see the do-rags go on and the scarves,
yo,
the day is over.
And the running sneakers.
First of all, I have
running sneakers too.
My homeboy will have his do-rag on and start his car. First of all, you driving home. You don't got to catch a bus or a train. Why your car started in the summertime? Your car is warming up at 4:50. My other homeboy used to be like, he would just walk through the hallway. Like at 4:45, he would just stand in the hallway and be observing.
No.
His desk was off, his computer, everything off.
Yo.
Just standing in the hallway because he gonna be the first person at the scanner at 4:59.
Fed the fuck up.
Yeah, I think so. You knew how that movement went. We all are going from there.
Listen, I don't know if I respect it.
When you fed up, there's probably 9 times out of 10 there's a reason why you're fed up. So
yes, but it doesn't mean that you get to do less of what your job entails. It means you start giving 100 instead of 110.
I think it depends on what your job entails and what you're doing at the end of the day. Like usually we weren't seeing clients after I think
like a certain time.
Yeah, so at that time, if I'm just supposed to be writing notes or whatever, like by 4:45, I'm done. I'm not about to start something else.
I don't know.
And especially if you fed up, you're not about to, hey, let me see if I can start some filing now. You're like, that shit's going to be here tomorrow.
See, yeah, but that's the difference, though. I think the difference is...
when you're not fed up, you're more productive.
Someone, like, going to walk through the office or walk down the hall and just chat with somebody versus working until 5 o'clock and not a moment after. Like, that's a little different. Like, I'm going to write my notes, and if I don't get to finish it, I'm still stopping at 8. I'll pick it up tomorrow versus I'm not writing these notes. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
That's a little different. That's a little fed the fuck up.
That's a
different. That's a different level of fed the fuck up, because you could still be fed and do your job, which is what I did. Still gave 100. I just didn't give the extra. So
that's fair. I mean, that's fair.
It's the level of fed.
Yeah,
the level of
fed determines, like, I still like, interacting with my clients and stuff like that. But when it came to like just sitting at my desk doing regular shit, no, I'm good.
Respect it.
That was you or that was me?
That was me.
You fed.
You about to OD. She got a whole list.
I do have a lot.
In the bag.
Oh, yeah. You fed when it's like, I feel like depending on the environment and where you work, you're fed when you normally wouldn't respond to certain stuff, but now because you're on your way out, like one foot is out the door, like you got time. You fed when you got time. Usually I'm always professional, obviously, but usually I ignore like
it's the realest shit you said all day.
Certain shit, like people be trying,
and you be saying real shit every day.
It's the realest shit I said all day.
But this is the realest shit you ever wrote.
I think every day people, at some point, somebody's gonna try you. But when you're fed,
somebody's gonna try you.
When you're fed, it's like that try is to the extreme. So it's like, oh, now I got time. Like you just entertain shit because you can. Like even if you don't really care about it,
give a fuck.
You just like, oh, I got time today. So like, there was this one lady that I didn't like. So towards the end of the time, like I had time for everything. Like don't mention my name, don't make no slick comments, because I'm gonna respond to everything. Every email that you sent, I'm gonna clap back. Before that, I just wasn't responding to her. I would just let my supervisor handle it.
Kamsz is here for the clap back.
Yeah,
that's wild.
I don't like when people email you in an office space and then they try to put on a show. So now you seeing all these people. I'm the wrong person to bring to the show because I always got receipts. So I'm going to clap back and you're going to be embarrassed. And this is not going to go the way that you want it to.
As I already stated in my previous email.
In the previous 7 emails, when you asked me the same damn question, this is what I responded. Please see below. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me in the presence of my supervisor.
Please. I've had to clap
be
back
blessed.
on some emails. Nigga said be blessed at the end of the email. You really
have a blessed day.
You really have time.
With warm regards.
For the clap back. My shit definitely says warm regards.
The regards are never warm.
My shit definitely says
the
warm regards.
Are never, yeah, when you start like answering back to shit that like previously I would just go to my supervisor and be like, yo, she really just be out of pocket. Like, what you gonna do about that? Because I'm professional. You don't want me to clap at her because she's gonna be scared. But then towards the end,
here for the
I'm like, nah. And then after that, I'm like, oh, she got something to say. She could say it down the hallway.
See, now you ODing. And now, before you put in your 2 weeks notice, you about to get clipped for being loud in the office space.
You have to know. You know when you got stuff stacked against you to get clipped. I was in a good place. They wasn't going to clip me. So it was like...
Nigga, if they saw "be blessed" at the end of that email, you getting clipped.
Be blessed.
Let's add that to the...
Nah,
they going
they gonna review the email and be like, facts.
But
my supervisor has...
Kamsz, can I talk to you as soon as you get off the elevator with the snorkel on? Kamsz, can I...
Yeah, my supervisor be like... I'm like, man, such and such. You saw that email? She'd be like, yes, Kamalia. I'd be like, so
ready.
Do you want me to respond to it or are you going to respond to it?
Right.
You can just say that you read it. You don't have to say anything else, Kamalia.
Because she know you ready for the cat.
I'm like, if you want me to just say I read it, fine. I'll say I read it. Because I don't want no smoke to come to you. But I got the smoke.
However.
Yeah, I got the smoke. Don't play with me. And you can't play with me when it comes to my job. That's how I feel. Like, I know my job. And any job that I know my job. And I make sure I cover my ass. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So 9 times out of 10, you try to come at me via email. There's an email that already explained all of this. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste and like, kindly see below. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask somebody the fuck else. Be blessed.
Be blessed. To ask somebody the fuck else.
Don't fucking ask me.
Be blessed. Kind regards.
So yeah, when you got time, that's how you know.
When you got time, you make time. Like,
when you make time,
time,
that's how you know you about to get out. You fed up.
Yeah, I can second that.
Yeah, when you make time,
to a certain extent, because I've been
on
in
the
that
flip
situation,
side, you might just not care at all,
or you could care,
but you don't waste your time. Type shit. Like,
no, I've been in situations where I wasn't fed up, but I still had time. Like I still made time. I'm like.
Somebody could always make you make time because they feel like sometimes, and this could just be me, I'll be like, yo, you trying. If I feel like you're trying me, like I feel like I have to respond because you're trying me. And of course that comes with growth. Because yesterday I was tried, guys. I can't even get into it.
Kamsz definitely was tried. I was tried
yesterday. And
she was tried.
If I was an impulsive person,
they tried it.
I might have got clipped.
They did try it.
But I'm not an impulsive person, so I kept my anger out of the professional route.
They did try it.
But, you know.
And I applaud them. I applaud that courage to
try it?
To try something new. Like
to have me fucked
something
up.
They never did before. And it was like, oh, we never did this. Let's try this today. They tried it. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of my damn self because
I'm so proud of you. You don't even know.
I was like, Kamalia. You know when you got to speak to yourself sometimes?
Kamsz.
You're like, yo, they don't even know. But like, Kamsz, they got you fucked up.
They don't even know.
Y'all never said to yourselves like, yo, they don't even know who they playing with.
I said that yesterday. But in a positive way. See, your shit was in general, because you were tried.
Like when you feel like people are underestimating your ability for whatever you took.
I'm a beast at this. That was me yesterday. Yeah. I'm a beast at this. Like
y'all don't even know I'll flip this whole shit up.
You don't even know. Like
I don't even know I'll flip this whole table over.
Please don't.
It wasn't that kind of situation, but you know,
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
How you responded in these trying times.
It took me a minute.
All right, look, she getting tight now. Like let me chill because she flipped this chill over.
To calm down. I'm not easily angered. I said this on a podcast before, but it takes a long time for me to calm down when I do get angry. So I was angry for a good minute. Like, yo, I cannot believe. The audacity.
The audacity.
Yeah.
No, but it was a trying time. And you powered through it. And I'm proud of you.
Like we powered through this episode.
Like we definitely powered through this episode.
See what I did there?
I still have a fucking migraine. But I'm here. Word. Have no fear. So
bars.
Let us know if you guys have any other hashtag signs that you're about to get fired.
Or
hashtag signs that you're fed the fuck up.
Right.
Or about to quit your job.
And let us know if you relate to any of the ones that we listed.
Right.
Because I know some of y'all be fed the fuck up.
Let us know if you was clipped or if you dipped.
We'll make it anonymous if you're worried about that.
Nah, I'm not.
You putting people's names?
Nah, you gotta
you
gotta stand your ground. If you was clipped,
like, yo, I was just clipped yesterday off of some shit y'all said.
Right.
I was clipped listening to the podcast at work.
Listen, we're not trying to
we're not responsible for nobody's job.
Disclaimer. Thank you.
So make sure y'all follow us on all our social medias. The podcast has an Instagram.
True.
I Swiss the podcast. Podcast.
Not Swiss as in Swiss cheese. Just
ISWIS podcast on Instagram. You can follow me at Kamsz KAMSZZ. You can follow Omar OS Production 1_.
True. And you can follow me on Twitter at Big Reddington. Is BIGREDDINGTON. You can follow me on Instagram at High Dopenition. That's HI.DOPENITION.
Word.
And we'll
catch you guys for the next episode.
Catch y'all next time.
Or maybe you'll just catch me in case TJ got clipped.
Right.
Hashtag shorty got me. We off this.
Hashtag shorty got me.